30 young girls are making final preparations for the upcoming Cape August cycle tour, one of the world's largest timed races, which attracts over 300,000 participants. The academy to which they belong has managed to raise some 200,000 rand to provide the necessary gear for the girls, enabling them to participate in the Cape Cycle Tour scheduled for the 10th of March. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi Same joins us now to tell us more about this. Good morning to you, Nasiphi.
Morning, Dudu. As you put it, these young girls, dynamic group from Khayelitsha, will be participating in that Cape August cycle tour, as you put it, the world's biggest timed race. And this will be the second time that they are participating. And basically, they form part of an academy here in Khayelitsha. And fortunately for us, we do have somebody that's not only going to speak about the preparations ahead of the Cape August tour, which takes place on the 10th of March, just 2 weeks away, or just over 2 weeks away, but also talking about the academy itself and these young dynamic girls. I'm joined by Amanda Sibidla, Culture Cycling Academy, and she is the stakeholder relations manager there. Amanda, thank you so much for your time. But two of the young girls are here. But if you could just talk to us, what goes into prepping for the Cape August tour?
Hi, Nasiphi. Thanks for having us. So there's a lot that we go through for preparing the girls. So part of what we do, we actually do training rides on the road. And one of our training rides we do through Zwift, which we have collaborated with Ashley Mumen-Pasio, and she is one of the UCI first world champion in the Zwifting world. This is now the virtual cycling. So that's we also use Zwift, part of the preparation, and we also go out on the road. And we also make sure that they get good and enough nutrition for the race, because it is part of it's part of the cycling world that you need to have good nutrition. So that's part of what we do, and and psychologically we also have to actually prepare them psychologically, because now they're doing it for the second time. So there's gonna be that expectation that, okay, they've been last year, so what is it that they are doing? And we're hoping that we'll get there and be better than last year.
So the group of 30, you spoke about Zwifting. What is Zwifting? And also, how do you bring it into preparing the girls for on the road?
So Zwifting is a new world of cycling. It's a virtual cycling. So you cycle indoors. It's kind of like you are cycling outside but indoor. You can cycle with anyone in the world while you are seated in Khayelitsha, and you get to have all the fitness that you need. So you get to interact on you connect via the app, and you can interact with everybody on the world. But that's another way that we use, and that's what the academy is actually all about, to introduce them to the world of e-sport, because it's getting bigger and better. So we are one of the first local or township academy that has a Zwift. We do not have any in South Africa, so we are the first one in partnership with Ashley and Rocacoba Cycling. They are based in Spain.
You spoke about psychosocial support, nutrition. I mean, when we come to Khayelitsha, we're always doing negative stories about crime and social ills. But what kind of social, or rather psychosocial assistance do you give to these young girls? And how important is it?
It is actually very important. So as part of the program within the academy, we do have psychologists that we work with. So they assist us in terms of the psychosocial challenges that they do have, and they do have those. And we've actually realized that we actually need them more than we thought. There's a lot that has come out of it, and we are actually getting a really positive response from the girls, because now they are able to open up when they are facing any challenges at home. And where we can, we kind of like refer to the specialist with the help of our psychologist.
And then one of the directors, Sid, spoke about the revolution that you guys are creating. Talk to us about that revolution.
So So the revolution is about getting more women on bicycles, and our focus is mainly to start them young, because if we empower them while they are still young, then they get to grow with the whole culture, because cycling is a culture, with the name culture cycling. So cycling is a culture. So we're trying to empower them using bicycles so that we can actually create a well-rounded individual from them. Of course, we are using cycling, but the focus is also on the academy, where we have tutors to tutor them and do after work, after school programs with them. They come and do their homeworks, and then they after their homeworks and everything, schoolwork is sorted out, they can then go and ride. That means the physical and the psychological is taken care of.
We'll have to leave it there. Amanda, there from the academy here in Khayelitsha. Basically, the 30 girls prepared, or rather doing their last-minute preparations ahead of the 10th of March for that Cape Argus tour. But beyond them just preparing for that tour, we do understand that there is a lot that goes into preparing for that particular day, and them being the group, or rather the biggest group, or rather a group of 30 young ladies that are participating on a platform called Zwift from a township, and basically the physical aspect and the mental aspect is what the academy says they're looking at putting pressure on.
Nasiphi Same, thank you very much for that report.